So when I come into the store, I start every day, my first cigar of the day is a PG Lonsdale. PG stands for Paul Garmirian. He actually lives in McLean, Virginia, and has been friends with David since the 60s, and really built an incredible friendship over the love of premium cigars. Paul wanted to actually make his own cigar and partnered with Davidoff, who we'll talk about as well. Davidoff is truly top of the line from a quality perspective. Their cigars are made in the Dominican Republic. And so the PG Lonsdale is one that I particularly like because this was rolled in 2012. Having that age, kind of like wine, giving time for these tobaccos, the filler, the binder, the wrapper to meld and really come together, really adds to an experience when smoking a cigar. So sometimes you might go to a wedding or a party where you'll have a cigar maker, and being able to watch someone make a cigar is an incredible experience. But that tobacco is green. And so by all means, try it, smoke a cigar that's been freshly rolled, but really you do want these cigars to sit generally at least for months, if not years, to really, again, give a chance for those tobaccos to meld and really become the way they're intended to be tasted and smoked. And this size is something that I like. When we talk about the size of a cigar, there are two things: length and ring gauge. The thickness is called the ring gauge, so size really does matter. And so for me, this is just a really comfortable way. It's a nice medium-bodied cigar and is absolutely the way I start my day off right. So in terms of the ring gauge is the thickness. So the wider the ring gauge, the more flavor you get because there are actually more leaves of tobacco inside. Also because there's more surface area, if I chose something with a wider ring gauge, it tends to burn more slowly. So it's actually can be a smoother smoke than something that's really thin. So a lot of times when people are brand new to cigars, they'll come in and they think they want something really skinny. And I usually recommend that they start, this is actually my go-to first time cigar, it's a Davidoff 2000. This from a length perspective is not too long. This is more like a 20 to 30 minute smoke. And the ring gauge is a nice, comfortable feel in the hand, in the mouth, and is a great way to have a phenomenal first time smoking experience. Davidoff, from a quality perspective, top of the line. Every time you cut and light a Davidoff, you know it's gonna have a phenomenal draw. You know it's really well made. And that just, it's the confidence that you have in the purchase that you've made that it's gonna be an enjoyable experience. So for Davidoff is Dominican. When we talk about a cigar, there are generally three components to keep it simple: the filler, the binder, and the wrapper. And the filler could be made of multiple different leaves, the binder that then holds them together, and then this beautiful outer leaf that is the wrapper. And so all of these are hand rolled. It is a process from seed to actually coming into our store and into a customer's hands, a process that has touched hundreds of hands. With a lot of history and knowledge that comes into each one of these cigars. So Davidoff being top of the line from the Dominican Republic, we don't sell cigars from Cuba. We still have an embargo against Cuba, and frankly, the consistency and the quality of what's coming out of the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, and Honduras is superior to, and in many instances, what people want to see from a Cuban cigar. Padron is what I say the quintessential cigar from Nicaragua. Binder, wrapper, filler is all from Nicaragua. This family has a pretty incredible story, which I'll try to tell just really quickly. When we talk about the families that were forced to leave Cuba and came to the United States with nothing, Jose Padron someone gave him a little hammer, and they tell the story of the little hammer where he really wasn't looking for a handout. He used this hammer to do little construction projects on the side, and he said, the money that I make from this hammer, I'm going to use to rebuild and have my factory and make cigars again. And so in 1964, he was able to do that and has launched what is frankly one of the best cigars that we sell and that you could smoke today. Highly respected in the industry.